So we have a 360 video, and we have the VR mic to provide us immersive audio. And we also have the two lavalier microphones on you and me, with some fur coat on because it was a windy day. So all this is now imported into our workstation.
Yes, exactly. So we set up a template so everything is actually working like we want to do it. And this is going to be available to download and to play around with. The assets are going to be in there, and you can just follow all of our steps that we did there already. There are a few things we needed to re-render our video to make it fit to the FB360 spatial workstation, and you can find these in the documentation on how to prepare the videos. So we have actually our VR mic track, and these are the 4 tracks from our microphone, and they now go into the Sennheiser AMBEO plugin.
So what we now need to do is to do the A to B format conversion, and on the VR mic track here, we've loaded the VR mic AMBEO plugin. We tell how the microphone was positioned. In this case, it was aligned with the front of the camera, so 0 degree on the rotation, and it was upright. We've chosen now Ambix as the output format. So now we are in the B format. We need to tell the spatial workstation that it receives a B format Ambisonic signal. So we load the FB360 Spatializer after the AMBEO plugin and inform that we have the B format Ambix here.
Exactly.
Let's take a look at how we handle the 2 mono tracks, the speak tracks of you and me. So again, we load the Spatializer. And we tell the Spatializer here that we have a mono signal, either left or right. And now we will have to position these sound sources around in the field where they actually are. So to do so, we can load here a showing of the 360 video. So when I press load, it opens a video player here. We have it in slave mode, which means that the video player is synced to the audio workstation. So as soon as you have the control plug-in at the master bus in the workstation, this will be shown down here. The computer name will be shown down here. So whatever we do with the video, 360 video player will then feed back the tracking data or the rotational data back to the audio workstation. So we will now load the 360 video. Open. There we go. So here we can pan around in the video in 360. And at the same time, it will load here in the Spatializer this equi-rectangular showing of the 360 video. So this picture here shows the entire content of the 360 video. And this is now where we will do an automation of the positioning of the 2 lav mics.
So let's spatialize the sound source. What we need to do is automate the sound source, and this process is basically the same for all DAWs.
And to spatialize my microphones actually in Ambisonics means that we position it. So the spatializer can be considered as a 360 panner.
Yes.
So compared to the left-right panner on a stereo bus where we position the sound source between left and right speaker, with the spatial workstation Spatializer, we position it around in a sphere.
Yeah. So we have our sound source here, and I selected it. And I know you're going to start on the right side. So let's see how this goes. I'm just pressing play. And now I'm having everything here, and I can just move the spot always with your head. And so the position is going to be in the correct space around me.
So you just keep clicking the mouse there and follow the movement.
Exactly. And it's a very easy process. So you do this in real time, and you can do it with any sound source really, not just voice, and play around with it.
So that means if I wanted a special effect in, I could have that done here with the Spatializer, and I can automate the movement of that.
Exactly.
So this needs to be done in real time for all mono sound sources. There's no such spatialization process needed for the VR mic. It serves itself. It already has the full 360 audio representation.
Yeah, and all the sound sources are recorded in space and will be placed correctly.
Exactly.
This works in this case very nice for the bikes which will pass by behind your head.
So we need to do the same thing with your microphone. There we go.
So what we did now, we have both sound sources spatialized. We have our Ambisonic canvas from the VR mic, and now we can listen back to it and see how that feels.
So all channels route to the master bus down here, and on the master bus you will have to load the FB360 control plugin, which looks like this. And this is also where the Ambisonics binaural rendering is done down here. Decode binaural is default on. So this means that we end up having a 2-channel binaural decoded representation that we can listen to in our standard headphones.
Exactly.
Sing clap.
So I can have a look around here in the space.
Hi Mikkel.
Hi Henrik.
This is beautiful. Where are we?
So now when I look front, I hear you to the left side, me to the right side. Now we meet in the front.
New Harbor.
Very
And
nice.
here we sound to the left
Quite
side.
a historical
bicycle
place down
path
the-
here.
The bicycle passes by.
It's not that it's new as in now, but it was in the new harbor of the old city.
I see.
These lovely old houses and old boats.
So what we have now is our canvas and the spot mics, and the spot mics are very clearly positioned in space. And the great thing about Ambisonics is also if you're using advanced tools like the Blue Ripple sound suite, that you actually can treat your sphere and also say, I want to have less of the bikes and I want to feature our voices more, and you can just play around with it and treat it, and it's a very flexible system to create very nice and smooth mixes.
Yeah, you can focus or you can shadow on anything in the sound field that you like to highlight or hide.
Yeah, exactly.